From the land of Wilt and Kareem and Magic, it's Los Angeles, California and Staples Center. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams.
And Ed, when you think about greatness, you think about this franchise has 16 titles. That's the second highest number in the NBA, but they're making the right moves to hopefully get to 17 soon.
Let's see if this Lakers franchise can recapture the glory. We're ready to go in this one. The Lakers begin the game with the basketball. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Ball to Caldwell Pope. It's James taking advantage of the defender. Nice ball fake.
That's the kind of defense they're going to play on him all night. Even though he made that shot, he knows there's nothing easy about this game.
Rejected by McGee.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Off the mark. Not a high percentage shot.
See, I don't like that shot right there. Pass the ball, get the defense moving, maybe set a hard screen, roll to the rim, see the ball go in a couple of times before you settle for a mid-range jumper that's contested.
Caldwell Pope to Ball. Oh, he had him there for a second. Fakes, drives to the rim, and scores. Whoa, that was like an express train. No local stops.
It's like you walking into the tunnel getting ready before this game. I saw you. You were locked in. You had the horse blinders on. You were myopic. Nobody was stopping you. You were focused.
Jay, there's a level we have to reach, game in and game out. Gamers know what it's about. It's no good. Great defense.
Here's a message to the defender. I know you're here physically, but I have zero clue where you are mentally. You have to contest a shot. That's what defense means.
Inside, he scores.
This has been a good first quarter for him so far. That wasn't an easy shot, but he was able to knock it down and add to their lead.
Utah ball. Rubio. Down to Gobert. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
Ball to James. Curling inside, and he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Ed, the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Utah with the possession. Rubio to Favors. Joe Ingles to Gobert. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
James. Oh, good defense by the Jazz as they come away with the steal. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready. LeBron into the front court. They lead it. 4-point game. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
The free throw, perfect. And the lead is up to 7. Utah's got it.
Watch the cutter, man.
Here comes the screen. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
The assist from number 45.
Straight on three. At the buzzer. And a three-pointer at the buzzer for good measure. What a finish to the opening period. A great stretch here to start the game. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Jazz have the ball. To Favors. To the rim, lays it up and in.
This game is so mental. Trust me, some nights you get poor effort defensively, you can't make any shots, then you see the ball go in, boom, switch turned on.
Y'all don't play, run it.
Across the timeline comes James. Up by 6. Screen coming.
Hey, double screen.
James. McGee powers it through. Jay, we're seeing more of the same to start the second.
It's called settle for more. Just because a defender gives you space doesn't mean that you need to take the jump shot. Keep attacking the rim. It will open up eventually.
To Rubio. To Joe Ingles. Mitchell. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Kuzma. Ball. Kyle Kuzma. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end. It's Jazz ball. Rubio. Turns and slams it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Ball into the front court. Up 5. James to Kyle Kuzma. With a drop step. Scores from the post.
Just like Linsanity in New York, Kuzmania took L.A. by storm his rookie year. There's no doubt he has crazy talent, but it's his heart that endears him to the fans and his teammates. Even though he was drafted late in the first round, Kyle Kuzma is the one.
With another basket there.
I tell you, he's so special, Ed. He makes the game look easy.
A lot of hard work to make it look easy. Nothing going here on that drive.
Oh! Take no prisoners!
Denied at the rim. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Lock up. Watch that cutter.
Driving right to the basket. In a flash. Scores at the rim.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Los Angeles, they have it to Kyle Kuzma. Caldwell Pope to James. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. Kyle Kuzma. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free 2.
Knocks down the first.
Good shot, baby. Good shot.
2nd and 3. Got it. Perfect from the line. Hits all 3 of them.
Screen coming your way. Screen coming your way.
Mitchell. Not done yet. Oh, he blocked it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Time expires to end the first half. The Lakers have the lead.
The Lakers entered the locker room at halftime with a significant lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Jazz have yet to appear after one half of basketball. There isn't enough time to get into all of their problems, but I'll tell you this, they need to try to get better. Have a look at the leading scorers. For the Utah Jazz,
Game track. Field goals.
the Utah Jazz definitely wouldn't mind having their opponent's field goal percentage. Unlike them, it's been 4 shots and poor effort. It was not a great half. The shooting was certainly worst in the opening quarter.
Player of the half.
The chosen one has already put together a pretty nice highlight reel for himself, and that's just after one half of basketball. He did a lot of scoring, and it probably won't stop anytime soon.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here's our top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. Utah ball.
Stop the ball. Stop the ball. Gotta come through. Gotta come through.
Rubio to Joe Ingles. Sizing up the defense. Rubio. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Ball to Kyle Kuzma. Oh, had him going there for a second. Favors. That's out of bounds. Last touch by the Jazz. Lonzo with it. His guys lead here, early stages, third quarter. Screen coming. He was all over him. Missed the shot, no free throws.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Joe Ingles. Mitchell, and he scores. Unguardable, Jay.
Every once in a while, a player comes into the league without a lot of hype, but starts showing and, more importantly, proving himself every single night. Spider Mitchell is one of those type of generational players, and what's crazy to even think that a year ago, he almost decided to skip the NBA draft to becoming not one of the best players on his team, but one of the greatest players in the league itself. And how about this for a fact that will throw your mind? He finished his rookie season with a far better PER, that's a player efficiency rating, than other rookies, these rookies when they come into the league. That's John Stockton and Karl Malone. That says something.
To Joe Ingles. Mitchell. Well defended, shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot. James to Caldwell Pope. To James. Nothing going here on that drive.
Oh! People at home can't see me, but that block has me out of my seat right now.
He's rejected at the rim. To Joe Ingles. Ingles with a shot, no good. Lakers ball. Ball to James. Nothing going here on that drive. No good. Defense catching a break there.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
And that's going to get out of bounds. Off a Laker. Inside, he scores. There's the buzzer. 3 quarters complete. The Lakers have the lead. It's been a compelling game so far. The 4th quarter is underway. Los Angeles has the basketball. James to Caldwell Pope. Beyond the arc for 3. That one off the mark. It's no good. Here's Rubio up top. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Rubio. Going to launch beyond the arc. Not that time. Ball with it up top. Leads a bucket.
Oh! Protect the rim at all costs.
He's denied. A good defense by the Jazz as they come away with it. Gobert. And that's going to get out of bounds. Off a Laker. Joe Ingles. To Rubio. The Jazz with 4 in the shot clock. And scores on the step back.
Did you see the distance between him and the defender? You could pretty much put a department store between the two.
Prices coming down. Ball to Caldwell Pope. Oh, he had him there for a second. Caldwell Pope to Ball. To James. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Utah with the possession. Rubio to Joe Ingles. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go. LeBron into the front court. 2-point advantage. He was hacked. They let it go.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Rubio. Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one.
When he gets going, he is automatic from that position on the floor.
And they'll take that any day of the week. LeBron with it up top. All even here in the fourth. Here comes the screen. James with the flush, taking on all comers.
If you know a guy's a driver, there's no need to apply that much pressure on him if his main objective is to get to the rim. Play off of him, make him think about the jump shot, and also, guys from the weak side, on the help side, make sure you play in those gaps and you try to close out as quick as possible when he puts his head down.
To Favors. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
I got ball. It's all me.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Throw's good. He finishes off the three-point play. And now it's a three-point contest. Jazz will take a timeout. It's just their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with one more. Joe Ingles. Good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. Here's the whistle. Intentional foul.
Too close to call right now. We're in clock management mode. That was a good play.
First try, no good. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Now a whistle and a timeout for Utah. It's their second and final one of the last 3 minutes. They cannot stop the clock again. Joe Ingles. Knocked loose. That's out of bounds. Last touch by the Jazz. Ruling is there was intent. It's an intentional foul.
This is a close game, and possessions are at a premium. That's a good move to stop the clock.
First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2. Utah's got it. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
D. Favors may never become the star that some of us expected him to be for a guy taking 3rd overall in the 2010 NBA draft. But what he has done is build himself a very solid NBA career by being a strong, low-post presence.
First one goes down. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. And a putback slam.
Get back, get back.
The Lakers get the victory as they win this one by 3. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
The Lakers got the win in a nail-biter. When you're able to get steals like they did here today, it greatly improves your chances of winning. Check out the leading scores for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Jazz finished on the losing end of a close score. And even though they shot so well from the field, I bet they're only thinking about the shots they missed. This was a tough game to lose. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored. For the Utah Jazz,
Game track. Field goals.
this was a matchup in which solid shooting was prominently on display. I definitely enjoyed it. Like I'm loving enjoying all of these highlights right now. Great job of effective, efficient scoring from these squads.
Player of the game.
LeBron James gets the award for the most obvious reason, and that's his scoring output. He couldn't be stopped, and it was incredible to watch.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this, except that he fits the title of this segment? He was definitely cold in this game. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.